First of all, I want to say thanks to everyone who's liked and subscribed and watched previous videos. Started this out probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. Just kind of playing around with it. Wanted to kind of see if I could throw some videos out there. Wasn't sure if I was going to like doing it or not, but I really enjoy it. So I like kind of giving my insight. Hopefully you guys find it helpful. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and follow along. We're gonna fish hard this summer. I'm gonna try to at least get a video up moving forward once a week. So we are just getting into what is my favorite time of the year, and that's when we start pulling crankbaits. You can fish all summer pulling crankbaits. Sit back, pull them, and you put some slabs in the boat. If you've never done it before, I highly recommend give it a shot. I know a lot of guys like the feel of that thump, and I don't blame them. I do as well too. I like casting to them. I like single pole fishing, even sitting with a minnow on a cork or a bobber. I like feeling it, but there's something about pulling crankbaits that I absolutely love. So as you're going to see in the video here, went out, and it was my first time out this year. Well, I shouldn't say that. I kind of dabbled the last couple weekends, went out for an hour here or there, caught a couple, but I really set out where I wanted to go out and actually specifically just pull crankbaits. And man, it's hot. It's fired up already. So hang around to the end of the video. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that you've seen in the video. I kind of discussed some stuff in the video. I want to dive a little bit deeper into like line size, kind of what I was fishing with in the video as far as what line, and kind of some things that I'm going to change up. The reason why I was fishing with what I was fishing with the line that I was fishing with. So hang around to the end. I'll check back in with you guys then, but I hope you enjoy the video. Like I said before, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and let's see where we can get, take this channel to. I just want to keep putting out more content, and I promise you I will. So check it out. Let me know what you think. All right, we just doubled up. Haven't been out for 5 minutes and just doubled up. Doubled up with a white bass, but we'll take him. We will take that. Get off of there. Get over there. Get over there. All right, just doubled up with a white bass and a crappie. I've been out for, literally, you just saw I just threw them out 2 minutes maybe. think I got another one on. This might be a crazy night. Let's see here. Where are my pliers at? That one came off. So I use braid, and I like it because I think what it does is it vibrates the tip of these rods. And what I'm seeing is, I'm gonna show you guys here. This rod here isn't vibrating, so I think I might have a fish. And when I bring it in and I pull it, I don't feel the vibration of that crankbait. So either my crankbait was twisted up, which I think that's what it is. I think I got into something. Yep, I got into it. So you can see the vibration stopped. I knew I was into something. And I didn't feel that vibration of the crankbait. So that's one way to tell. If you think you got a strike, just grab it, pull on that, and it's gonna, that vibration, you won't feel it. All right, so what I watch whenever I'm trolling, I watch my rod tips. You're gonna wanna watch your rod tips. The rod tips, I've got braid on all these lines, and I think it makes a difference. And comment below if I'm wrong in this. I'll admit if I'm wrong, but I've fished with mono on my trolling rigs before, and I've fished with braid. And it seems like anytime I've got braid on, my rod tips vibrate. I don't know if you can see it, I'll try to zoom in, but these rod tips are vibrating. And to me, when watching that, that's a strike indicator, as well as the rod tip going down. So there's been times where I've had a fish and the rod tip has not dropped, but the vibration stops. Same thing if you think you have a fish. If what you'll do is you can pull the rod and you'll feel the vibration, or reel it and you'll feel the vibration of the crankbait. If you don't feel it, your crankbaits are twisted, hooks are connected, you've got into some grass or something. There's something wrong if you don't feel the vibration. But like I said, I watch rod tips, and anytime I see a rod tip either drop or go down or stop that vibration, I know that there's something going on with it. More than likely, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a fish. So just another tip to watch, what to watch on your rod tips. What I do too, if I catch on the inside, so if I catch a fish on the inside or I reel one in, I'll rotate. So that rod now becomes my outside rod. I move the outside rod in, and that pulls that crankbait to the middle, and then I cast straight out to the side of the boat, and I set that rod in the outside rod holder, and that allows then those crankbaits not to get twisted. At least me, whenever I try to cast in the middle, something always happens. It gets tangled up with the other one in the middle, or find it easier just to rotate the rods around. That's why I have, these are 12-foot Edgar trolling rods. That's why I run all 12-foot. I know some guys run different lengths on the inside and the outside. I like to have all one length. That way I can keep my rotation going, and it doesn't affect it at all. So hopefully I can catch one on the middle here this evening, and I can show you that rotation on how that works. short. And I had a bite over here. So I pulled, I didn't feel that crankbait vibrating. That's a better one. That's going to be a keeper there. Good one. You'll catch some good fish pulling crankbaits. That's something good there. Not sure what we got, but he's good. Come on. Good crappie. Are you just pulling? One or the other. That's a decent fish. Decent one. Probably a 10.5. Oh, 11. My eyeballs are off. That's that chrome and blue. I need to probably put another one of those on because I've caught several off of that. That's that blue again. That's that blue again. We're doubled up. This is what happens. So I think that one came off. And mine came off too. Nope. Nope. All right. Alright, so this will show how I rotate. So I'm going to take this outside one. It's real simple. Let me get this untangled here. Alright. All you're going to do is just take this outside pole and move it to the middle, and that crankbait's going to pull to the middle. And then take your rod. Take your rod that's going back and just cast it to the side. Alright. You can see how that gets pretty hectic if you got multiple rods going down. Alright, so I've got a route plotted this entire cove from the main channel all the way back. And I haven't caught anything at all from about halfway back in the cove to the mouth of it. So and I'm staying in that 30 to 40 foot kind of water column. So the crappie, the fish are definitely deeper in the cove. So we're going to troll back, and then we're probably going to move spots. I'm going to post a video also too. I'm going to go over how to use the Garmin, use their routes, how to set a route on your unit, link it with your trolling motor, and literally I'm trolling this entire cove and I'm not touching my remote a single time. So pretty easy to do. Like I said, I'll post a video, but the quick of it is you're basically just creating waypoints on the route that you want to go, and then you're just navigating you're navigating to each waypoint. Literally, like I said, you do not have to touch your remote, your foot pedal. You don't have to steer it at all. So it's kind of an easy way to do it.
But like I said, I'm gonna post a video on that, going over that from kind of start to finish, how to do it on the app, how to set your route on the app, and then how to get it onto your maps, and then obviously how to get your trolling motor to follow that. All right, switched everything over to that blue and chrome with the blue back, and that seems to be what they want. That's a fatty. See, that was one there. I didn't see that rod tip go down, and I noticed it wasn't vibrating anymore. And we got us a nice crappie. Man, there's nothing better when that crankbait bites on. Nothing better. Nothing better. I think I got a fish on that outside. I'm gonna check it. Thought I had a fish, and I checked it, just pulled it, felt that vibration, so there's no fish on it. sure what I saw there. Slab. Ooh. Oh, God, man, I love crankbait fishing. Catch some dandies. Catch some dandies out here. Nothing better. Nothing better than pulling crankbait. Thought it was better than it was, but it's probably an 11. Oh, about 11 and a half. Good one came off. Whatever it was a good one. All right, so this outside rod, the spinning reel I've got is catching the majority of the fish, and the only thing that I can attribute it to is I have 10-pound braid or 20-pound. It's either 10 or 20-pound braid on here, so it's got to be a different depth. That fish might come off. Yep. It's getting hit though, so I think that 10-pound braid is diving a little different. Because I've got chrome with blue back on everything, and that got hit twice back to back. You don't think you can catch good fish pulling crankbaits, you got to start. I mean, I am catching quality fish tonight. Quality. That's probably a 12-incher there. Come on. Oh yeah. He's off the board. I don't know what's going on. That's 3 in a row I've lost on this rod. Now, I'm not a fan of the spinning reel doing this. But maybe my issue. I like a bait caster, higher gear ratio. didn't look right. And look what see my crankbait? It hooked on the line. So I knew something was wrong there. Bring it in. You'll feel it. It'll be what it was doing was it was floating on top and it was popping. Sometimes it can test your patience, but especially with these long rods, dealing with multiple 12 footers, 16 footers, whatever you decide to run. Ooh, that thing. She is full of eggs. Belly is packed full of eggs. I can feel it. Look at that belly. Look at that. She's ready to pop. I lost that first one, but
All right, so let's talk about a couple things that that I saw while I was out, and some one notable thing that really stuck out to me. If you guys notice, I mentioned in the video, I had that spinning reel set up. What that reel is, it's a Shimano Stratic, the FL, I believe it is. Yeah, the FL, it's 3000. It's got a 6:4 to 1 gear ratio, I believe. But I had 10-pound braid. The Suffix 832 braid is what I had in 10-pound. That was, I caught, I mean, I don't know. It was probably, I mean, 3 to 1 on that reel. And the only thing, in the same color, I switched over and I was using the chrome with the blue back, the Bandit 300. And the only difference is on that specific reel, I had 10-pound braid. And I had it like that because I'd bass fished a couple weekends ago, and I just hadn't changed. I hadn't changed my setups. My other setups were I had Daiwa Tatula. I had let me look here. I got it pulled up here, and I'll tell you guys exactly which reel it is. It's the Daiwa Tatula SVTW, and it's the 7:3 to 1 gear ratio. But on those, I believe I had 30-pound braid on one, I had 50-pound on another, and 80-pound on the other. So the only thing that I can attribute that to is the line. So those heavier lines were the crankbaits were not diving as deep as the 10-pound. So those fish, I was getting it deeper. I was getting down to the level that the fish were at. So what I'm going to do moving forward, I fished the next day. There'll be another video, but I switched everything over. I still kept the 10-pound braid on the spinning reel. And you'll see in that video when I get that up, probably next week, that I still significantly was catching them more on that, or getting more hookups. I switched the other 3 reels over to a 30 pound. So the Suffix 832 30 pound braid. Made a little bit of a difference. I think I caught more on that. So that's one thing that I noticed, that the line diameter does make a difference. And I think moving forward, I'm gonna switch everything over to a 15 pound braid. I thought about going 20, 30. I think I ran all last year. I had no problems with the 30, but I think I'm going to drop it to a 15 and see if that makes any difference. I'm also going to, I don't like the spinning reel setup with pulling crankbaits. And I've ran it before. I've ran several spinning reels in years past. But I want to get away from it. So I'm going to pick up another one of those Daiwa Tatulas. And I like those. Those are not cheap reels, but I like those reels because of the gear ratio. They're just so smooth. It's a quality reel. If you've never fished with a Daiwa Tatula, they're top of the line. So I'm going to make that change. I'm going to swap out. I'm going to get another Baitcaster, that Daiwa. I'm going to swap that out. I'm going to switch everything over to 15 pound braid. So that's the main thing I wanted to kind of discuss was line diameter, and then also too, if you can go with a bait caster. I also I run my crankbaits a mile behind the boat. I know some guys, I've seen some guys online on YouTube, some other guys, they'll basically cast it out and they'll let it, spool out a little bit further than what they can cast it, and then they lock it in. I'm a mile back there. I'm probably 150, 180 feet behind the boat. I don't have line counters. I just kind of let it go, and I can tell by my spool where I like to be at. But I like my crankbaits out there. I personally feel that by doing that, they dive deeper. So you can make some adjustments in that, but I've ran them closer to the boat, and I just personally don't have much success doing that. So find what you like, but in my opinion, starting out, get them behind the boat, get them way back there, and kind of adjust in from there. So majority, like I said, what I'm using, the Bandit's 300s. And then I also do some of my own custom colors. What I found is the blanks that I get, that I paint, they run real similar to Bandit 300s. I've had some guys buy some from me, and they say the same thing. They've had some pretty good success with those. So if you're interested in those, reach out to me on either here. You can find me on Facebook at BMeintz Fishing. You can find me on Instagram as well too. Send me a message. I'll get you some pictures of some stuff that I've done. I've got some kind of unique stuff. It's kind of some June bug color, a fluorescent pink with a fluorescent chartreuse that I've killed it on. In that video also too, I was using I believe it's a white with a pink and black splatterback. So I've got some pretty cool colors. If you're interested, reach out to me. I'm happy to get you guys some. So again, hey, I appreciate all of you guys watching. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button.